Hello everyone, welcome back to Top Bins Football. Today we're going to be talking about Messi, all the Messi speculation leaving Barcelona, where we think he might be going, and a load of other things to do about Messi. Before we get into that though, I just want to say a big thank you for helping us get to 100 subscribers. We had a big break, we were on like 60 subscribers, and all of a sudden we've come back and we've hit our first milestone of 100, so big thank you for that, and there'll be a little something at the end of the video to say thank you for that. And hopefully long may it continue, and we'll carry on and see where we get to, I suppose. But anyway, that's enough of that. Just keep watching to the end of the video. There'll be something at the end to thank you all. But yeah, let's get into Messi. So
yeah,
go for it.
It's news this week that he will definitely be leaving. Well, he has left Barcelona officially. He's now officially a free agent. But by the time this comes out, he might be at PSG, he might be somewhere else.
Yeah.
We'll try and get this out as soon as possible, obviously, as we were speaking about before we recorded. But as of right now, he is officially a free agent, which is weird to say. Weird to say Messi's not a Barcelona player anymore.
That's crazy, isn't it? It's like this come about in like what's shaping up to be like the best transfer windows in a long time, I think.
Yeah, well, real exciting one anyway. Yeah,
with loads of different stuff happening. Like early business for loads of clubs already. Still got loads of time to go, and obviously the whole Harry Kane situation. You got the Grealish deal, loads of stuff. Yeah, and then this happens.
So if you've been living under a rock, the Grealish deal has happened.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's still up in the air, but this video is not about transfers.
No.
It's strictly about Messi and the deal he's been offered at PSG and all this other bollocks. Firstly, let's talk about his deal that he's been offered. It was 25 million a year plus a 10 million a year loyalty fund or something, just because he plays for PSG.
Crazy money.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous. But yeah, lots of money. And
yeah, go
on.
No, what I was going to say was and there's some way they're getting around the financial fair play PSG, because all the players they haven't spent any money on players.
Yeah.
Let's look at Donnarumma, end of his contract, best keeper in the world in my eyes.
Yeah.
Sergio Ramos. One of the best defenders ever.
Mm-hmm.
Probably still in the argument for one of the best centre halves still. Free. They got him for free.
Yeah.
And now potentially Lionel Messi. They had a little thing, like a picture of their potential lineup next season. It's absolutely nuts.
That front three is just ridiculous. Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi.
So that's the front three. Then the back, they said they play like a three at the back, and it'd be like Ramos, Kimpembe, and Marquinhos.
Now Donnarumma behind them.
The Donnarumma, and then in the middle was Verratti, Ronaldo, Di Maria, and someone else. It's just
crazy, isn't it? If they don't win the Champions League with that, there's something wrong.
Yeah. Messi is a reason they probably will win the Champions League, because for the amount of experience he has.
Yeah.
He I don't know if you could call him a big game player. I've had this argument with a lot of people about big game players, and he's never really in the argument. But the only reason he's not in the argument is because he is a big player. He is one of the best players of all time, if not the best player of all time. He's in their top 2-3. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Argument. Whereas I've had an argument with many people that I think Didier Drogba is the best big game player of all time.
Yeah.
But then, because you take away players like Ronaldo and Messi and all those players, because they're expected.
And they're just top class all the time, aren't they?
Yeah, they should be that good every game.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't remember what to say. Yeah. What was that? I want you to speak about the thing you were telling me about. Would you call it a theory? It's not really a theory; it's fact, I suppose.
No, it's complete fact. So, on TikTok, I was like looking through like comments, like, because my TikTok feed, if you don't have TikTok, your feed is whatever you normally like.
You're
So
into,
it's all
yeah.
it's all football all the time, and or football TikTokers or just fucking idiots talking about ball when they don't have a clue about football. But there was a lot of them like, if he loved because there was a video of him crying, and it probably was a very sad time for him to leave this club. He's always been there. But there was someone saying how he should have left the club. He shouldn't have left the club because of his money. He took a 50% pay cut already. That was the deal. He was going to stay.
Yeah.
And then he's now essentially he's gone. And people are saying, well, if he loved the club so much, these tears are fake. He's a fraud. He's crocodile tears because if he loves the club that much, he should have took another pay cut or played for free. And there's certain rules about this. So UEFA have brought in a rule that a club can only spend 70% of their annual income on wages. That's not new, but it's being enforced now. So yeah, it's to help big clubs and help small clubs, so it's even playing ground. So if I make £100 a week, I can only spend £70 on. Do you know what I mean? But on a much larger scale. So Barcelona have been living at a loss for a long time. The amount of money they spend.
Yeah.
They're bankrupt club. They have no money. So to pay that wage, so him cutting his wages in half only takes down their wage bill to 95% of their annual income. Not just him, but as a club in total. Yeah. So to think how much he was on, so that's how much they were losing if you halved it. It's about right.
Yeah.
So then for him to cut his wages again, it would take it down to like 78%, something stupid like that. So they could have like cut a bit more off the top if he was to play for free. But what people don't fucking realise is Barcelona are an actual company. They're not just a football team. They're a business.
Yeah.
So Spanish employment law, because of human rights or something, you can only wage cut people up to 50% of the money they earned last year. So Barcelona have now that's never been taken into football before. This is a very freak thing that's happened. So the Spanish employment law said he can't earn any less than 50% is what he earned last year. So essentially, he was told to leave or retire football.
Yeah. Because of all the laws and stuff in place.
Yeah. So there is a theory in that's saying like he was forced out. It kind of was, but in a way, it's all factual. Everything I've just said, all the percentages and everything like that is all factual. So it's a theory behind fact, I guess. So yeah, he kind of did want to. It was on him to leave, but kind of like it was kind of like loads of other factors. So he was kind of forced out, but because of bad business from Barcelona from years.
Yeah, it's always been bad business with them, isn't it? Always.
Well, yeah, they've always overspent and all that bollocks.
Was it the Suarez deal that proper fucked him up, wasn't it?
So Suarez, they took about 9 years to pay her back.
Yeah, something ridiculous.
And they haven't paid back Coutinho fully yet. And they're so bad at business that when Coutinho was at Bayern Munich on loan, they didn't take it. So normally on loans, in a contract would state that they can't play against their parent club.
Yeah,
which is a very regular thing, and that's a very understandable thing. You don't want anything to jeopardise you. They didn't bring that into the contract. They also, when they won the Champions League, Bayern did. Barcelona had to pay, I think, another 20 million or 20 million goes onto the bonuses on top of Coutinho's deal, because it says if Coutinho was to win the Champions League, not if Coutinho was to win the Champions League with Barcelona. So there's just those
little details that weren't quite right.
Yeah,
because I remember the game where Bayern beat Barca 7-2, wasn't it? And Coutinho scored 2 at the end, but like that wouldn't have happened if that detail was in the contract.
They were still going to lose, but like it was. There's like
Salt in the
those
wounds.
sort of things. Yeah, those sort of things don't happen if business is done right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not speaking like I'm a businessman, because I don't. But these clubs should have people in place that know this stuff. And
Yeah, they should be looking at the finer details and stuff like that to make sure stuff like that doesn't happen.
And well, my point was that he was kind of forced out from bad business through years of bad business at Barcelona. It's not him. People are like, I'm trying to debunk what the people are saying online. Like, he's a fraud. Why is he crying? All that's bollocks. Because he kind of had to.
Mm-hmm. So you were saying that 95% of Barcelona's wages was out of their annual income. Is that what you were saying?
No. So 95% of that annual income was spent on wages.
Yeah.
After Messi took a 50%
after the pay cut.
Yeah, so let's just say he's on £1 million a month, which he was on more.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, he was on 2 million a month, I reckon, something like that. So he was on 2 million a month. So he turned it down to 1 million.
Yeah.
So they are every year. So let's just say they've cut 50% of their wage. They're losing like 12 million a year on wages before he took the pay cut. So that's a lot of fucking money.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not talk business. We're trying to make it a positive thing. I'm glad. I'm sad to see him not in a Barcelona kit, but I'm really excited to see him somewhere else.
Yeah, I'd be excited to see him somewhere else. 100%.
See what he can do. So the main link is PSG. I've got my theories on why people would go to PSG at that age especially. I try not to offend people that watch French leagues, but it's fucking pony. It's PSG didn't win it last year, which is a shock. But normally they run it, and people like Messi is the best player in the world in my eyes.
Well, I think he needs to stay at that top level, doesn't he? He needs to go to a league that's not going to be mega challenging for him. He needs to constantly.
It'll still be a challenge, but not at that challenge. I believe Ronaldo did exactly the same when he went to Juventus. So the Italian leagues is a lot more slow, a lot more like build up play, where he can run wild. So I think this is a very similar thing. He's gone to France. It's a lot slower. Half of the players aren't even professional; they're semi-pro or they're at semi-pro level.
Yeah.
So it's like he'll go over there and he'll still look boss, and it's like.
So I definitely can't see Messi in the Prem. Even before the PSG thing came out, I was like, I cannot see him at any Prem club.
So last year, I really thought he would come to the Prem because there was that big thing with Man City.
Yeah, I remember that.
I really want to see him in the Prem.
Oh, I'd love it.
Just to say I've seen it.
Yeah.
Just to say I've seen it. But realistically, I don't think he'd do that well.
I don't either.
And I'm probably wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, but we'll never know. But we might know. He might go to Man City. We don't know. But at the moment, PSG are the favourites. But I hope people tell me I'm wrong. And what I like is people commenting on my Twitter and tell me I'm wrong, and then give me reasons why. Not just you're wrong because it's Messi. I believe he isn't physical enough for the Premier League. We've seen it 100 times over. We saw Di Maria is the prime example. He won titles and the Champions League with Real Madrid. Comes to Man United, struggled really badly,
he really did.
Really fucking badly, and then went to PSG, and now he's considered in that argument again as a great footballer. Whereas, it's not hard playing against Man City. Well, he'd be able to if he went to Man City. He wouldn't struggle against teams like Liverpool's and Tottenham's and like that level. He would really struggle against the lower division, not the lower divisions,
lower half the table sort of teams.
Yeah, going away to Leeds will be a big struggle.
Yeah.
It's very physical. There's an old saying back in the day, not back in the day, like fucking 10 years ago or whatever. The big questions was because Ronaldo's done it in the Prem, could Messi? And the old saying was, can Messi do it in a rainy night in Stoke away, like, because Stoke were like the team to beat at their place. But they come like 9th one year in the Premier League, and they were very physical. Their pitches felt shorter because they were just banging people up in the middle, and I don't think Messi could handle that. Or he could come through and shine, like, because he's not going to get hit.
Yeah, just kind of whittle his way through people and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
But honestly don't think we'll ever know. I honestly don't. I don't think we'll ever see it. I think the PSG deal will happen. Time of this recording, it looks like the medical is going to happen tomorrow.
So the time of this recording, it was meant to happen yesterday and it didn't happen. Something to do with contracts, and they were going over. But apparently it's down. Anyone can pass medical. We've seen medicals happen. We saw people pass medical with a broken leg before.
Yeah.
So it's like, if you want someone to pass medical, you can make them pass medical. I think it's just down to a signature now.
Which is crazy. I still can't believe Messi's moving.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
And another argument I want to talk about that we have never spoken about on here, that we mentioned earlier, was in the Messi-Ronaldo debate, because on the subject of Messi. Now, I think I know what your answer is going to be.
It's Messi.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I'm going Ronaldo.
See, I know. Like,
and before you say it's not because I'm a United fan. It's not at all.
No. That wasn't going to be my argument.
All right.
My point was that you're wrong.
Now, the reason I'm saying it, I could be proven wrong in the next year, is that Ronaldo has proved himself at every club he's gone to, and that's across different leagues, different styles of play, and that's why I think it.
So, a lot of people. So, that's the first time I've heard. Well, it's not the first time I've heard that argument, but because that's not a valid argument in my eyes. Messi's done it at top level, no matter where he is, and I know it's one club, but it's been the top level. It's only the last 3-4 years that Barcelona have had a decline. They still won the league in those last 3 years. Still got Champions League semi-finals. Still got second in the Liga this year. And he's going to win the Ballon d'Or this year, or should do.
Yeah, he should.
The argument I hear a lot is, when they were in the Liga together, Ronaldo scored more goals, got more assists, played more games as well. But like, I read up on stats and stuff, and as an athlete, I genuinely believe Ronaldo is a better athlete, no question. As a footballer, Messi, no question. But because of, I don't like stats, but stats, and I can watch it. Like, I don't know how, they're just very different. And I saw on TikTok earlier people saying, "Oh, no, let's not compare them. Let's just enjoy them. Don't be fucking boring." Like, the whole point of, a big point of footballing for me is opinions. Like,
well, yeah, like you said, they are very different players, and I think if they were very similar players, then the argument would be easier to decide. Yeah. I think that's why it's such a good debate.
I just think Messi's better in every aspect apart from speed, and Messi's still quick as fuck. But crosser, like, there's like stats of him landed like to the point crossing. He's winning by like 50 touches or whatever, 50 points. Conversion rate of goals, he needs at least one shot less, if not two, a game to score, and he was expected to score 14 goals last season, scored 30, so he had 14 attempts on target, like clear cut, and scored 30. So that means most of his goals were, so he shouldn't have been scoring. Ronaldo had 38 or something, scored 30. So it's like he's scoring a lot less, converting a lot less.
Yeah.
In an easier league, like, let's get it clear, the Italian league is a very, very easy league for players like Ronaldo. Strong, fast, nimble, like big lads. Like, that's why Lukaku looks good over there. That's why, like, I appreciate everyone's argument to the fact that if they want to prefer him, if you prefer Ronaldo, that's fine. Like, because I can see why people. I really enjoy watching Ronaldo play, but as a football head, you've got to say Messi's a better footballer.
It's just my opinion. It's my opinion. I think Ronaldo. I always think Ronaldo.
Because of Man United.
No, it's not. Nothing to do
The
with
man's
that.
wearing a Man United as well.
Yeah, it's not the best choice of shirt for when we talk about Ronaldo, is it?
No.
But no, obviously it plays a
What
part
have
in it.
what have I got here? What have I got here? Newcastle Jet. Oh, it looks like Barcelona.
But very topical.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it'd be exciting to see the It'd be. Do you know what'd be more exciting is if the PSG deal falls through.
Yeah.
That would be very exciting.
If that happens, I expect him to, probably Man City, or there's some club that he supported as a kid. I forgot it.
There's also talks of Ronaldo going to PSG as well, wouldn't there?
Yeah.
That would be fucking mad if they both went. Obviously, it wouldn't happen.
So PSG, he's 1 to 100 for PSG.
Fuck.
Into Miami, any MLS club, Newell's Old Boys. That was the shout. I got told to bang money on that.
Newell's Old Boys.
Yeah, it's an Argentinian club.
Oh, okay.
Like from his hometown or something. Boca Juniors that are going to shout.
Yeah.
Because of the Maradona link and all that stuff. Any Chinese club, but China have just put a 48 grand a week cap on wages.
Yeah.
So
that used to be the place to go to get loads of money, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, Oscar's there. Oscar was on at 260 a week. He now has to cut his wages down to 48.
Mm-hmm.
So we can see it as of next season. This is the last season you're allowed to pay whatever you want. I think you'll see a lot of players come over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Fellaini's still over there as well, isn't he? He went to China.
Who knows? He was linked to West Ham this season.
The big old mop.
And last season. It's
he went
all
bald
short now.
Yeah, he went shaved, didn't he?
He looks like some Turkish brother.
Looked like a pencil.
But my point earlier as well was I think he's going to win the Ballon d'Or, and I don't think there's any other argument for it this year. Maybe Lewandowski.
I agree with that.
Well, the argument is that he didn't win anything apart from, but then before he won the Copa America, there was no argument.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like, oh, well, no, there was an argument. 'Cause it was like, oh, he hasn't won anything, and blah blah blah. People saying Kante if France win the Euros, and Jorginho because they won the Champions League. Right, so you're telling me if England won the Euros, then Ben Chilwell was up for Ballon d'Or? You're fucking having a laugh.
Oh, we could have a City player up for it
if they won the Champions League.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, I guess you could have a City player up for it
if they won the Euros and the Prem.
Yeah, maybe. But last year Lewandowski should have definitely won it, but that didn't happen.
Mm-hmm. No one got it at all last year, did it? It was kind of cancelled, wasn't it? But it would have been Lewandowski.
Yeah.
Didn't they even come out and say it would have been Lewandowski?
Yeah.
So they did.
But it's not vote. But that's what they would have voted for. Their vote isn't 100% of the vote.
Right.
The Ballon d'Or board only get 30% of the vote, whereas that's voted mainly by players and managers. But the shortlist is made by the Ballon d'Or board, but then
I didn't realise players and managers could vote for it. I didn't know they were part of it.
Yeah, it's all public knowledge who voted for who as well. You can have a look. It's all online, and that's why it was a bit controversial when Cannavaro won it, but he won the World Cup with Italy, so it's kind of like that's why he was there. Modric shouldn't have ever won it.
Because was he the last person to win it that wasn't Ronaldo or Messi? Modric?
Yeah.
Obviously, apart from the Lewandowski thing last year.
Yeah. But yeah, I think he's probably set to win it, and he'll probably win it again next season, because PSG will be unstoppable if he's there.
Well, you'd think they would be. You'd hope they would.
If they don't win it, they're fucking Tottenham. You know what I mean? They're a banter club.
Yeah,
they're like
ponies. Should have invested in Ben White instead.
Oh, fuck off, will ya?
Sore subject.
I can hear Aaron outside talking about it now.
He's at your
I'm
window.
not even joking. I'm not even joking.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
What, is that they're talking about Ben White?
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Right, so should we call it there?
Yeah.
Good to have a chat about Messi. And we finally got the Messi-Ronaldo debate on the channel. So yeah, once again, everyone, thank you for 100 subscribers. I know I mentioned it at the start. Keep watching. Just after this, I'll put something in there. So keep an eye out for that.
Also, make sure you enter the fantasy. You have to enter the fantasy.
Yeah,
prizes to be won.
Prizes. And we got what, 20 people in there now?
There's 20 in there now. I want 30.
Yeah. Make it a proper good
or more.
league. Yeah, as many as we can. So thank you everyone for watching, and make sure you join the fantasy. The code's down below, and check out all our socials below as well. And also this will be available on Spotify, which we're now on, which is also down below. So
and on Spotify we're releasing old archives as well, so you can listen to the old stuff. Is now on Spotify. You can listen on your way to work, so you don't have to have the YouTube app open.
So you can listen
Just
instead
lock
of watch.
your phone. Yeah.
And listen away. So thank you everyone, and see you on the next one.